Yo, Elliot.
Yo, so we got a question from a bro who wants to know, yo, Elliot, what the hell happened to your bicep? If you notice, one looks very different than the other. Also, second question, Elliot, I tore my bicep. How do you cope with the injury? I'm starting to have some problems. So, before I answer both of those questions, if you're brand new here, my name's Elliot Hulse. I'm a strength coach, strongman, and I've been making men strong here on YouTube since 2007. I'm the original gangster of YouTube fitness. And if you want to become the strongest version of yourself, you're going to go to alphaschool.ai or click a link somewhere here and join my free Alpha School for becoming the strongest version of yourself in every area of your life, especially following me in my journey as I get shredded. So let's get into the questions though. So those of you who haven't been paying attention, I tore both of my biceps. This one in 2010, right? But it was repaired real well, and so you can't tell, except for this scar right here. You might be able to see a little scar right there. I got a scar. This one I tore in 2015, and it never healed quite right. The doctor that repaired it did a shitty job. He's lucky I don't sue him, but it doesn't matter. And here's the thing. So I tore both of my biceps. I tore my Achilles tendon. I had a hernia. I fell on my neck. I got all kinds of fucking problems. I got injuries galore. And so to answer the second question, Elliot, how do you cope? I got to address this by saying that injuries are far worse than you think. And usually when we have an injury, we like to focus on the area of the injury and we think that is going to be a problem in that area. But that's not necessarily the case. I don't have any problems with my bicep. Where the injury then cascades into other parts of the body through the kinetic chain is where you end up having the real problems. And so, for example, I tore this bicep. It was a distal bicep tear, but because of the weakness in the elbow for a certain amount of time, I started having shoulder problems. I tore my Achilles tendon. Did I mention that? I tore my Achilles tendon on the right side in 2017, and now my left hip hurts because I was creating compensatory movement patterns as a result of limping on that right leg. The list goes on about how the domino effect of one injury screws up the rest of your fucking body, and it ruins the structural integrity of the foundation, which is your body. You could just imagine, right? Like if a building is built on unstable ground, or like if there's a tectonic shift underneath it, right? Maybe the whole building doesn't come down, but now it's like on shaky ground. And it's the same thing that happens to your body. Your body is the ground of your being. Your body is the ground of your being. Let me say that again. Your body is the ground of your being. And if your ground is unstable, your being will be unstable. And so beyond just the instability in the joints and the problems in my body, all those injuries led to my loss of confidence, my loss of self in many different ways. I personally identify with my body. I'm a fitness influencer. Like I said, I come to know myself. I built my ego by lifting weights. I started when I was 14 years old, right? And so it's like my entire self-esteem and everything that I know of myself was built on having a nice looking body. No TRT, by the way. Right? Nice looking body. I know people have been asking that as well. Elliot, are you on TRT? No, I ain't on no damn TRT. I just got good genetics, bro. And I work fucking hard. So not only do injuries suck because of the injury, it sucks because of the cascading effects of the injury, as well as what it does to your mind and to your emotions. And it had really sent me into a spiral, into a cocoon, into a place over the past 5, maybe more years, where I've had to really reevaluate who I am in light of what I believed was important for me in my body. And I've really had to put away some boyish ways. I've really had to confront some fears and some egotistical over-evaluations of what's important for me in my life. And so every wound is a womb. I've said that in the past. I'm quoting Iron John. Every wound is a wound, meaning every wound gives you an opportunity to heal. But not just, and every wound, not just wounds in your body, but if you were wounded with trauma, your parents or your upbringing or, anything that happens in your life. A lot of guys with PTSD, every one of those wounds is an opportunity to go deep in and heal the aspects of yourself that are beyond, deeper than just the injury itself. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my injuries. I'm grateful for the pain in my life. I'm grateful for the time where I've been in a cocoon, right? What happens in a cocoon? Like that caterpillar literally dies in the cocoon. I heard that like it releases enzymes and it starts to dissolve the body of the caterpillar. But as a result, the metamorphosis happens, right? The chrysalis effect happens, and it comes out as a butterfly. So Uncle Yo is spreading his wings again and becoming a butterfly, yo. I'm gonna tell y'all to call me Uncle Butterfly, right? And so that's it. That's all, y'all. Look, if you're having problems with your elbow, you're having problems with your injuries, be mindful that you don't develop compensatory movement patterns by trying to overdo it or do things with bad form because of the injury. Let the injury heal, and do whatever you can in order to heal all over. Let your ego, let your mind, let your soul be at rest with the wound. Everything's for a reason, even the things that suck.